I'm Georgia, a fashion designer based in Australia. I work in social media and run my own business selling sewing patterns for you guys to enjoy. This is my designer diary series where I show you exactly what happens behind the scenes of my newest sewing pattern, the Mellow Dress. I filmed this starting back in February and launched the Mellow Dress in September. If you'd like to shop, I've linked everything you need in the description box below. Let's jump right in. Okay, so I have an update with the pattern. Oh, okay, so was it last night? Yeah, last night I had dinner with some of my friends, and the two that haven't had a pattern named after them, I said to them, like, I need to have a name for this sewing pattern, so we need to like play a game or something to see which one of you wins who gets to name the next sewing pattern. So we played a game. It was so funny, I can't even explain it. Anyway, and my friend Mel won. So we've spoken about it before. She doesn't really like Mel for a name, just for a sewing pattern. She doesn't like her middle name for just a name. We thought about like naming it after her dogs as childhood or childhood things, and nothing has really come to mind. And then our friend Catherine, she was like, oh, what about blank? And we were all just kind of like, yeah, that's all right, that's pretty good. And I was like, and then Mel was like, would you be happy to name your sewing pattern that? Because I think that's like what I'm vibing. And I was like, yeah, I was like, whatever you want. So we went with that. So yeah, the pattern has been named. Yeah, I'm gonna sew up my final toile. I am very confident that this is my final toile. If it is not, I'm literally gonna chuck it in the bin. I'm not doing it anymore. Hopefully it's good to go, and then I will be working so fucking hard on instructions for the next like month or so. Yeah, that'll be consuming me. But yeah, I just wanted to give that update that the pattern is named. I might as well tell you. Okay, so the name is Mellow. Mellow has nothing really to do with, like, it doesn't relate to anything, but it's obviously like mellow, so it goes hand in hand really. But yeah, that's the name. This is the Mellow Dress sewing pattern. I think it sounds really nice. Like, I love it. I'm thinking of toiling in if I could do the mocha again, I so would, but there's not enough there. This is a tablecloth, by the way. I still haven't made anything out of it. It's cute as hell though, isn't it? I bought this not long ago just from Spotlight. Had a gift card. I'm thinking I'm going to do it in this. Yeah, let's do it. Jokes. I actually think I'm too scared to cut it out in the real fabric in case it fucks up one more time. I really don't want to jinx it, but just in case, I'm gonna do it in a calico. Also, yes, if you did see, I am wearing my George dress with trackies underneath and socks because it's cold. Jumper, dress, trackies and socks. It's a good look. What did you come in for? So I have finished tracing out my patterns onto my AO, and I wrote all the instructions and everything on there, so they're ready to get scanned, which is exciting. That's the front under there, and this is the back and the bias. Yes! So I can finally get it scanned. I've been looking forward to this for so fucking long, so I'm probably gonna get it scanned tomorrow because it's Monday, and it'll be quieter, I'm assuming, at Officeworks. Yeah, tomorrow's my last day at work for my casual job that they told me that I'm finishing up like I think it was like a month ago. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna have absolutely fuck all to do, so I'm gonna go to Officeworks when I have nothing to do to scan my little pieces of paper. I didn't actually show you the toile I made. I will in a sec. So this is the dress. Ignore my nipples, it's cold. Yeah, so obviously it also ignore my undies that you can see. This is calico, so it's quite stiff. In linen or cotton, or like if you choose to do a silk or rayon or something, it'll be a lot more drapier and it'll fall a lot more. nicely because it's obviously biased. I'm definitely going to do it up in that gingham that I was going to do it in. And then we've just got the buttons on the shoulder there. We love pattern making when it all works out. So yeah, I'm gonna obviously head to Officeworks tomorrow and get that all sorted, and then we can get it digitized, which is probably going to take about a week or something. Normally it's a couple of days to a week, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just on my way to Officeworks now. I'm getting my pattern scanned and I'm looking forward to it. I'm just on my lunch break, so I'm just gonna make the most of it. Hopefully it's not busy in Officeworks. I feel like it's always so busy. I've just made it home from Officeworks and I've scanned my pattern. I obviously haven't looked at it because I need a laptop or something to look at it, but that's what I'm going to do straight away as soon as I get home. I mean, as soon as I get inside, I'm going to put it on my laptop and see what it looks like. Last time it was really good quality. I'm sure it will be again, so I'm expecting good things. I feel like we're making progress. Let's see. Why can you never get the USB in on the first go? Okay, there's one. That's the back. Looks good. And there's the front. Looks good. Okay. Yes! We have an update. I sent my pattern off to get graded a couple of days ago, and I've got it back. I got it back yesterday. I checked it. A few little things like missing notches and stuff, but that's fine. I'm just printing it off now to check the scale and everything, but it's looking good. For some reason my printer is saying there's no paper and that's just incorrect. Oh, I don't know why the technology has to be like this. Come on, print. We have movement. So that's 3 inches and that is also 3 inches. Okay, so that's good, so I can go print off the rest, which is not going to be fun because that means I have to assemble it, and it's quite a large pattern if you print it as a A4 tiled. So this is it. Let me crank the brightness. 28 pages it is. Oh, it better not be having issues. No! Why is it having issues? Come on, don't be stupid. Yep, take it. And here she is.
Yeah.
Woo! We put our first row. All the way. Actually, it didn't take as long as I thought. So we've got the bias piece, which is bias piece is this one, and then the back piece, and then we've got the front piece, which is the biggest one, which really didn't take that long actually. So I'm quite happy with that. I have arrived back at Officeworks and I'm just gonna get my AO file printed, and then I'm gonna make a really quick toile. I'm not gonna actually like finish it. It's just gonna be like the shell of the garment. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit sick. I've just got like a bit of a cold, a snotty nose, bad throat. It's not COVID. All good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in. I've got zero energy, so I'm just sitting here in the fucking hot car just waiting for me to get energy to walk inside. And I'm assuming it's gonna be busy because it's a Saturday, so...
Yeah, just that first one, thank you.
task complete. I feel so fucking fatigued right now, but I'm gonna go home, gonna probably eat something and then trace out my size and sew the toile like I said, and then I can confirm that everything's good to go, and I was meant to start working on the instructions today, just getting it like a bit organized, but I'll do that probably when I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling so out of it right now. I just need to rest, but yeah. Let's unroll her. Woo! That's page 1. And page 2. I'm so fucking off that. I'm gonna have to go back. I haven't printed it to scale, so that's meant to be 3 inches by 3 inches, which it is definitely not. So let me over like the tiniest little bit. That's not accurate. That's my pattern lined up. It's meant to, oh wait, no, yeah, it's meant to be that one, so it's obviously way too big there. And then look at the length, like that's like a fucking massive difference. Ugh, so annoying. I'm gonna have to go back to Officeworks and be that bitch that complains and is like, hey, this isn't accurate, can you reprint it? I hate being that person. I'm sick too, I'm so over this already. It is 29th of May and I have officially started working on my instructions. It's really not all that exciting. I've literally just like copied and pasted the Don Shorts file, and now I'm just like updating all the information so it doesn't say Don Shorts, it says Mellow Dress and so on. So I'm just working my way through that now, and I am not good at, well actually I'm not going to say I'm not good, that's not correct. I just find it challenging to write good copy when I'm describing things. So obviously I've got to describe this dress or whatever sewing pattern it may be. I just find it hard to describe it without being cringy, and like I hate that. But yeah, I'm trying my best. And Chat GPT or whatever it is, I've put some things into there, but it just comes out very, I don't know, not what I'm after. So I'm just been working on that. But yes, I have officially started and I'm proud of myself for that. So this is her. Yeah, obviously it's a bit blank because I've just been removing stuff, and this is just all random numbers. I need to update those, and I need to update these, and yeah, obviously I need to update this. Good afternoon. It is Thursday the 6th of June. I've finished work and I'm just going to spend that afternoon doing my instructions. I'm actually a fair way into it. I'll show you. I'm up to step 11 here, but yeah, I've done all of that, and then obviously the rest of it. This is what I did last time and it works really well for me. Like I draft out my instructions as I sew and I fix them up as I go, but I highlight them once I've like illustrated that section so I know it's done. So it gives me like a good way to track it. I know it's not like very professional or anything, but I don't know, it helps me. Actually, that's what I wanted to show you. So because I've been keeping track of how many hours I do on this, I've been working on my sewing patterns every day of June, except for the 1st of June. I forgot to do it on the 1st, but I made a goal for myself to work on this every day, no matter how little. So yeah, I just forgot to do any work on the 1st, so I missed that day, but ever since then I've been working on it. But anyway, my tally of my hours on this sewing pattern is now up to 88 hours. Like, people don't realize how long it takes to get a sewing pattern released. Like, people message me all the time being like, hey, like they even send me pictures of like random dresses they've seen online and be like, hey, do you have a sewing pattern like this? I could buy it from you. And I'm like, I don't just have sewing patterns like sitting on my laptop like in every single design. Like, stop doing that. Like, I find it kind of rude. Like, yeah, anyway. So yeah, this is my, like, I've called it like my timesheet. I have different like drop down
options for what I want. I probably won't ever use the content one because I'm just constantly filming content, so that just won't get used. But yeah, you can see by the colors that I've been doing a lot of toiling, a lot of pattern making, and then a little bit of fabric cutting, and then all of a sudden I get the instructions every fucking day. But that's good. And then my little tallies down here just because it needs to be out of the way. 88 hours all up. Thought I would just set you up and do a little time lapse this afternoon. I don't know how good it's going to be because I think the next step is going to be kind of hard to illustrate, so it might be a flop, but you can watch me flop. Wow, I just did so much more than I expected. It's now 6:46 and I literally only got through like two steps. And the bit I filmed that you would have just seen, I didn't even go with. I deleted it and started again pretty much. Like I kept one thing of it, but I changed like how I viewed it. So yesterday I got through one step. It took me so fucking long just because I was having like technical difficulties, and I'm gonna do another one right now. My goal is to do like one step a day, like finish illustrating one step a day, or at least like get onto it or something. Like just work on it at least, just so it's a continuously moving process. An hour that took me, an hour to do one step. I have just decided to remove something from my instructions, and it was just creating a lot of work and it's not really 100% necessary, so I've decided to scrap it and do a different method, which is kind of annoying because I spent so much time doing it on my instructions. So yeah, I'm just working on fixing that now, and then maybe I can get through one question tonight. So it's been a long while and I apologize for not being very active on vlogging the instructions, but every time I get a chance to actually do the instructions, it's usually late at night and it's obviously dark and I'm in my pajamas and I'm just not in the mood to film. So that's really the only reason why I haven't been filming. But today is Sunday and I am working on my instructions. I'm just fixing up a few things and I'm a pretty decent amount of the way through. Like I think let me have a look. I think I'm like up to the final couple of instructions. Yeah, okay, let's have a look. These are my draft instructions, like you guys know, and all the ones that are highlighted, which is all of these, I have illustrated. And then there's just these ones. I do need to elaborate on these instructions. These were just like quick little writings I've done, so there's a bit more to that. And these are where my instructions are actually at. Let me go. Yeah, so I'm all the way down here. Lots of illustrations. Obviously not the Don shorts, just ignore that one. It's just an old one. And my timesheet. I've done over 104 hours. How crazy is that? A lot of instructions here. I know I was literally just saying last time that I was like apologizing that I hadn't vlogged the instructions and everything like that, and I am sorry. It's been a hot minute.
I was sick last week and I couldn't really do anything, and I did work on my sewing pattern because it's obviously just on my laptop so I could lay in bed and do it, but I really didn't want to be on camera. I looked like shit. So I have actually like kicked a fair way through the instructions. Again, I'm so sorry I haven't filmed the instructions bit as much as I normally do. It's really not that exciting. Like, I just sit behind a computer for hours on end, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see clips of that all the time. So I redid my tech drawing. It looks a lot better now. I felt like before I kind of just like rushed it. Got that page done, measurements done, toiling done, those pages done. I do need to do a little bit more to that page. Obviously it's blank, but did my layouts, have done all my glossary, and these are my instructions. Look how detailed they are. It obviously looks overwhelming, but trust me, it's really nothing to be worried about. I'm just like quite a visual person. I know when I have sewing instructions next to me, I use the pictures more than I use the actual written instructions, and sometimes when I am sewing the pictures aren't clear enough because obviously there's movement between the steps and they only have one illustrated picture. So in my steps I'll have like one step, but I'll have like 3 different drawings to show you the movements between them, if that makes sense. So yeah, I put a lot of effort into that because I just feel like it's really necessary. But you guys are getting really excited. I've got a few messages from people being like, when's this sewing pattern coming out? And like, my TikTok has been going off again, and my old video of me sewing the brown version of my dress, it's getting a few comments like, where can I find the pattern? And I'm like, it's not out yet. Good morning! I'm sewing myself a real version of my next sewing pattern. I pre-washed my fabric yesterday, and how gorgeous is she? I'm gonna obviously cut it out this morning. Oh, I found this secondhand in an op shop like literally a year ago. I didn't know what to make from it. It's a tablecloth, and look how cute it looks on my sewing table. Like, it makes me want to keep it as a tablecloth, but I really want to make my dress out of it. This morning my goal is just to cut it out because I've got other like freelance stuff to do. Now, because she is a tablecloth, she has some marks on the right side of the fabric. So I'm actually going to use the wrong side because some of the marks, they haven't come through to the wrong side, and you can't really tell the difference anyway. It's linen, so it's fine. But there is this big one just there that I'm gonna try and avoid, but everything else is fine. She's also a bit warped around the edges because, again, she's a tablecloth, so she's been hanging off tables, so she's bound to stretch. Be a bit wary of that, but I'm gonna lay out my pattern pieces on it. There's not much here, like it probably does look like a lot, but there's, for a bias pattern, which mine is, there's really not much there, but we're gonna see how we go. I'm not really gonna worry about my bias pieces because I'll just do those in the scraps of whatever I've got left because there's obviously not much here. The stain is just there, so I'm just trying to avoid it. I think those two are good, and then I'll do another one. I'll have to flip that back piece and do another one there, and then I'm actually probably might have room for this somewhere. We'll see how we go anyway. I just spent like 45 minutes rearranging this the slightest little bit. I flipped the front pattern, so it was originally the neckline was down here, so now the neckline's up there. I flipped it because I realized that the pattern down here, it was going to be mostly that like orange bit, and it was going to be like off center, and I just thought that'd be like quite a focal point that I didn't want it to like be there, so I flipped it around to see what it would look like with the other like pattern that way, because I really only have the neckline there or there because it needs to be perpendicular to the back. Anyway, I have shifted it to where it is now, pinned it. I also had to move the back to fit it because I had to bring this up a little bit to where I wanted it to be, so I had to push that to the side. The stain is so close to the edge here. I made sure that it was like either just on the outside where I can see it, or it'll be on the seam allowance, so hopefully it won't be in it at all because I'll cut it out and it'll obviously be chopped off right there. But yeah, I'm just going to cut those out. Took me a fair while, but we're here. Where is it? Oh, I'm so scared to cut this out. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. So my pattern is going well. I have sent it off to my mum and sister to proofread, so that's where it's at the moment. I'm kind of just in limbo waiting for them to get back to me. But I have created the pattern test application form and feedback form for when I set up the Facebook group. I still need to set up a Facebook group for it. Currently I am sewing my first official real version of the Mellow dress. Yeah, and I'm currently filming a sewing vlog for this, so that's probably already out by now. Yeah, that's what I'm up to. It's so exciting. But I have created my stories. Actually, let me get my phone. So this is my post I created that I'm gonna put up, and the caption is gonna be like pattern tester call out or something. And this is the story. It's literally just the tech drawing with oranges in the background because I just liked it. I feel like this is like very cottage core, I think. So I'm gonna do the call out for the pattern test next Tuesday. Bias has been created. Looks so cute like that. I think it's gonna look really good. Okay, I'm back in action this afternoon. I'm gonna start sewing. I will see how much I get through, but we're here at least. Oh, this is so cute. This is the first time I'm seeing the... No, you're kidding. Oh no, it's fluff. I thought there was a stain. I was about to die. Oh my god, I thought there was a stain right on the front. Thank god, that would have been awful. So this is what the front's gonna look like. I think it looks really good. This is the dress so far. Doesn't look like much at the moment, but we're getting there. I don't know if you can see me at all, but it is the 18th of July. It's past 6:30 in the morning, and I am going to post my pattern test application. Like, I'm going to post it on my stories and on my feed. We'll see how many people apply to be pattern testers. It's very dark and rainy. Okay, I'm going to put up the stories first. This is the... Oh, guys. That's the first one. And then I've got to post these one by one because I think they're too high quality for like Instagram. That it keeps like shutting down, so I have to do them one by one. That's the first one, second one, and third one. Done. Next one. Share. The last one. I think they're all up. Yep, fantastic call out. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna post my feed post now, which is the same dealio, just a square pic, and then obviously a caption with a bit of info. Okay, ready? There she is. Oh, I don't want to rate Instagram, I hate that. She's officially on the feed, and then we just gotta wait now for our pattern testers to apply, and we'll soon have a group.